What's up, and what's up? As I promised, I said I would be doing more uploads, and I am. Guys, I think at this point, I think Mignogna is being manipulated. I really do. I think he's being manipulated by Tricky Nick, and I think he's being manipulated by Sly Beard. I think because he's busy off doing these cons and all this other stuff, that he's just letting Sly Beard do everything. And I don't even think that he's even consulting with him. He's just doing stuff. After this, not even a stunning defeat, an absolutely overwhelming defeat. After all this, they still talking appeals. Now, let's keep in mind, appeals can take years, depending on how backed up the courts are, depending on how willing they are to accept the case, because not every case is accepted. Appeals courts can choose what cases they want to accept and which ones they want to deny. They don't have to take the case. But let's look at the benefits versus the damage. An appeal could further damage the reputation and ability for Mignogna to make money later on after all this stuff is finally over. He's burning bridges left and right, and the only thing he's going to be doing the rest of his life is going to cons and signing autographs until his popularity runs out. Because it's going to run out. He's 57. He's probably not going to be doing any more voice acting for a while. And his popularity is going to be like, you guys ever went to a town or county fair or something and you see those guys who used to be like popular wrestlers? I know it happens here a lot. We had the Rock and Roll Express, the Fabulous Freebirds, the Midnight Express, people like that. They're sitting around signing autographs, remembering the days when they used to be the WCW champions or the NWA champions or the WWE champions. They're old and busted, and their bodies are ruined from all the years of taking hard bumps in the wrestling ring. And that's all they are now, is just guys who sign autographs. That's what Mignogna is going to be. He's going to be that guy who he can't get any voice acting jobs, so he's just going to be signing his name the rest of his life, making nowhere near the amount of money he could be making. There's no benefit for him in doing an appeal. But the people who are pushing the appeal, there's benefit for them. There's plenty of benefit. There's a GoFundMe war chest that certain people can siphon off of. There's a lot of views and super chat and subscribers to be earned. Or I won't say earned, I'll say to be gotten from an appeal process. There's lots and lots and lots of videos and live streams that can be done during an appeal that could take years. So if you look at it, it's pretty easy to see that this man is being manipulated into this, because there's no benefit for him. He gains nothing out of this. Because what they don't tell you, and I'm pretty sure they didn't say it on his stream last night because I didn't watch it, but when I went today to try to watch it, I noticed it was removed. So he took it down. I clicked on the link somebody posted in the Discord and the video's not there. So he took it down for some reason. Don't know why, whatever. It's his video, he can do what he wants. But I'm sure they didn't explain to you. Appeals courts are not as forgiving as regular courts. He could walk in there and make one mistake and they could be like, we don't want to hear this, and throw him out. Judge Chupp knew what he was doing when he wrote with prejudice on there, because he knows that's going to make it harder for them to appeal it. They can still appeal. I'm not saying they can't. They definitely can still do an appeal, but that's going to make it harder. Those appellate court judges are not going to look at it the same way. And keep in mind, guys, all those judges know each other. I'm sure they all fucking know each other. So they're going to remember that one of their colleagues was threatened by a bunch of online keyboard warriors. They're not going to let that go. Now, maybe he used that anger as an excuse to dismiss part of the case. Who knows? He's human. So I'm not gonna deny that he could have, used anger from being threatened as part of his reason for doing what he did. I personally don't think he did anything wrong. I think he followed the law. But like I said, who am I? I'm a nobody. If you listen to everybody, I don't know anything. But I do know scam when I see one. I'm a former criminal. I ran a lot of complicated and uncomplicated scams in my time. I did a lot of stuff to make money when I was part of the Crips. I did a lot of things. And one of those things was scamming people out of money. And I know a scam when I see one. And this scam is very simple. Keep pumping the people full of hope. Keep telling them everything's going to be okay. And they're going to keep giving you money. And then when this is all over, there's not going to be any backlash. They're not going to suffer any damage from this. So, because even if people get mad and unsub from their channels, they're still going to have a lot of money made out of this. Even if they don't get as many views as they used to, they've still already made a bunch of money. So there is no real downside for them. So of course they're going to push this appeal. Now I've seen a few people who are part of the Stand With Vic movement saying they're done. They're not giving any more money and they're just done. They don't believe Tricky Nick and they don't believe Sly Beard anymore. Why would you believe these dudes after 17 straight losses? Why would you keep believing them? What would make you give your money to a guy who is 0-17 in court? Why would you keep giving your money to this person? I don't care how you feel about online personalities. I know you don't like me, and that's fine. But let's take like and dislike out of the equation and just look at it like this. This guy is a proven loser in court. He also has no experience in this type of lawsuit. None. He has never done a lawsuit of this type before. So you guys are giving money to a lawyer who doesn't know what he's doing, has had 17 straight defeats, and he goes on a live stream to tell you guys it's all going to be okay, and you actually believe it. And then the live stream gets removed. You all right? I'm not going to keep telling y'all. I tell y'all the truth. And the truth is y'all being scammed. You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to believe me. But hey, there's a reason why they sit in their chats and talk about me all night. Oh, believe me, I got messages all night long in my Discord. Oh, the chat's filled up with people talking about NBA. Of course, because they're trying to discredit me. They're trying to discredit me because I'm saying exactly what we all know is true. This whole thing has been a big scam, and now they're pushing this appeal to keep the scam alive. Guys, y'all have to use your own brains. Use your own brains and realize that he is not going to win, okay? And you can't keep saying that every single lawyer in the world is Kick Vic. Just because they agree that this lawsuit was a bad idea doesn't mean they're part of Kick Vic. I've seen independent lawyers who don't even come on the internet say this is a bad idea. I've talked to lawyers myself, and they have said it's a bad idea. That the case should have never been brought to court in the first place. It's unwinnable. But you let a couple of drunk lawyers convince you that it is winnable. And you're going to keep dishing out your cash to them. It's pretty sad. Now, I know Vic Mignogna don't look at my videos or anybody else's for that matter. But if you do happen to run across this, dude, you need to pull up stakes, fire this lawyer, get away from his friends, and you need to go live your life. For real. And you need to make them give you that GoFundMe money so you can build your own studio and do your own thing. For real. That matter of fact, Tricky Nick, if you hear this, you need to give that money to Vic Mignogna. Stop giving it to your friend Sly Beard and give it to the person who you should give it to, Vic Mignogna, and let that man go on about his business. I'm out.